What's up all, I'm back in the standard square here against SoloNinja, and this is so epic it's going to be split into two parts. That's how epic it is. And be sure to check out his channel and stuffs. So as always, I lead with Typhi, the Fire King, and I erupt because that's what I always do. And I go first and he's like, what? And then I kill him in one shot, which makes me happy. And since Heatran comes in, I can't stay in, obviously, because I'm Scarf. And I go to Vaporeon because that pretty much takes care of Heatran. And he knows the Surf's coming, so he switches to King Hydro. That's pretty BA there. You got Empoleon. Like, my nickname's cooler, though, like Metal Gear Ray, which is awesome. So I go to Dusky Two-Face because he's my little wall guy. And he hidden powers, which I'm assuming is electric, and it's super effective on Vaporeon, so I know that. So I Wisp it, which is nice. Always nice to get a burn. And I Fire Punch, and I don't think he was expecting the Fire Punch, to be honest. He probably thought I packed Ice Punch, so that kind of hurt him. So he switches out to Heatran, and I predicted that, and went with Thunder Punch just to see what it would do, and it didn't really do anything, which kind of sucked. So I go back to Vaporeon, and he Fire Blasts. I don't really know why, when it was kind of obvious that I was going to switch out, but whatever. He goes to his Cresselia, that's not actually a Cresselia. And I'm kind of glad it wasn't a Cresselia, because I hate Cresselia. But I also hate Bliss. But I have two of her, so it's okay. Well, not with me, but I wasn't even paying attention to what I was doing. So yeah, I wished, apparently, in the failed Protect. It's not like Surf was going to do much anyway. So yeah, I go back to Dusky Two-Face over there, and he Hydro Pumps, and that misses. That was good. I guess that's why I call it King Hydro, because it has Hydro Pump. And then it hits me again, and that gets me. And at this point, I'm figuring out that he's Specs, which is that kind of tipped me off. And I was probably too careless with Dusky back there, so if I was a little more conservative with him, that would have probably changed the match. So he goes to Fori as fodder on my Aura Sphere. He's probably scouting what kind of Lucario I am. I'm special. I'm Specs, modest. So he goes to Bliss, and I'm Aura Sphering because I don't really have anything that can deal with Bliss, which sucks. And I'm paralyzed, which also sucks. What happens? So he's pretty much trying to wear me down with Ice Beam. He gets a crit, and I'm paralyzed. Not for the last time, unfortunately. Ice Beam again, and this is kind of just back and forth, Aura Sphere and Ice Beam. I'm pretty much just trying to get a crit at a point where it will get rid of Cress over there. So I go to Vaporeon, and I'm trying to find out if I can pass a wish to Lucario, because that's the only thing I feel that will be able to KO her. Goes back to King Hydro when I Toxic, and it doesn't do anything. I probably could have surfed, but it's not like that would have done much either. Waiting. Hydro Pump, and I don't really know why I did that with Water Absorb and stuff. That gives me a free wish and a surf. So he withdraws back to little Blisselia over there, and I don't really know what its spread is, but I'll talk about that more later. But I wish again because I'm trying to pass it on to something, and here I found out, or I take the gamble that it's HP Electric, and yeah, so my wish comes true and I heal back that damage. So I Protect to do more scouting, and that really where it just was cemented that it was spexed. And that's where I found out it's HP Electric, because I heal with Volt Absorb, which I thought was a smart switch-in. So yeah, Thunderbolt does Jack against Bliss, and I go back to Vaporeon. Like, this is really a lot of back and forth switching, me trying to pass a Wish onto Lucario.